Have you ever heard of a hiker being attacked and eaten alive by a mother grizzly bear? It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, but it's actually a true story. Today, we'll delve into the details of this tragedy and learn what led to this deadly encounter in the wilderness. So grab your hiking gear and prepare for an unknown adventure. But before moving ahead, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Imagine setting up camp in the backcountry, only to be faced with the chilling reality that something terrible has happened. This is exactly what happened to Buck, a hiker who set up camp at the Glaciers Granite Park backcountry campsite on October 3rd, 1992. Buck's adventure took a terrifying turn when he stumbled upon a blue baseball cap, a camera on a tripod, and a small red backpack neatly placed on the ground near it. Buck was an experienced hiker, ready for the journey to the backcountry campsite at Glaciers Granite Park. He had just finished putting up his camp and was making breakfast when he saw a tiny bear and heard the sounds of a giant bear springing from the brush. Buck, being the careful photographer, got his camera and followed the bear tracks up to a loop trail. But he had no idea that such a trip would make him so scared that he'd start shaking. Buck had been walking for only 15 minutes when he saw a blue baseball cap on the ground. A camera on a tripod and a small red backpack was set up on the ground a few meters away from the cap. Buck turned around and walked back along the trail for about 30 feet before stopping when he saw a foot-wide stream of hot blood covering the ground. This made him feel extremely uncomfortable. Buck realized anything bad had happened. Buck had to make a difficult choice at this moment. He may choose to go back down the path or keep following the grizzly tracks to figure out what exactly had occurred. Buck thought about what to do for a long time before deciding to keep following the bear's tracks. And at that point, he came across a horrible scene that shocked and confused him. Buck had found the body of a hiker who had been munched by a mother grizzly bear while he was still alive. The bear pulled the hiker's body into the brush, leaving a bloody trail. Buck soon discovered that he was near a hazardous and erratic animal and that his security was at risk. He knew he needed to find help and quickly made his way down to the trailhead where he encountered a park ranger. The ranger immediately called for backup and a search party was formed to investigate the area where Buck had seen the baseball cap and camera. But it was already too late. The mother grizzly bear had brutally murdered the hiker and nobody was able to save him. It wasn't until later that day that the search party made the gruesome discovery of what had happened. They found the remains of a hiker who had been attacked and killed by a mother grizzly bear. It was clear that the bear was defending her cubs and the hiker had unknowingly stumbled into the den site. Buck's quick thinking and willingness to turn back and seek help likely saved his life. He had followed the proper safety protocols and avoided getting too close to the bear and her cubs, which probably prevented a similar outcome. The aftermath of this tragedy was that the park authorities closed the backcountry campsite and the loop trail was no longer accessible to hikers. This was a painful reminder of the dangers that come with hiking in the backcountry and the importance of always being prepared and aware of your surroundings. It's also important to be knowledgeable about bear behavior and to understand the differences between black bears and grizzly bears. Black bears are generally less aggressive and less likely to attack, while grizzly bears are more likely to be defensive and more likely to attack if they feel threatened. Understanding these differences can help you make better decisions and react appropriately in the event of a bear encounter. So, what can we learn from Buck's harrowing experience? Well, first and foremost, always be aware of your surroundings when hiking in the backcountry. Be mindful of any signs of wildlife and never approach a wild animal. If you come across a bear, it's important to stay calm and slowly back away from the animal. It's also essential to never hike alone and always carry bear spray. And most importantly, make sure that your campsite is free of food and any other potential bear attractants. This means storing all food, trash, and scented items in a bear-resistant container and keeping a clean camp. So, Buck's encounter with the mother grizzly bear is a stark reminder of the dangers of hiking in the backcountry. Well, that's all for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed this episode and learned a thing or two about hiking safety. As always, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. And until next time, happy hiking and stay safe up. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.